Hey there, John here, and in this video, we are going to go from start to finish to having an entire Kartra account set up and our first funnel ready to sell. This is going to be step by step, click by click. I'll be holding your hand through the entire process, and if you ever get overwhelmed, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you out. All right, let's go ahead and give you an overview of what the output is going to look, what is the value ladder we're going to build, and then we'll go through step by step. All right, let's dive in. Alrighty, so I've pulled up a little notepad here that has a fun little image. My wife helps me with all of our graphics because she's just so good at it. And the value ladder, if you don't know what value ladder means, it's basically just the flow of products you're going to offer in a logical sense. This is what has really been the game changer for our business, is offering a 4-part value ladder. Which is starting out with a main offer. So you could be selling a course or a bundle of digital products, something like that. And then on the order form, we're going to add a bump. These can be additional tools that help make the process easier, simpler, like templates, workbooks, case studies, cheat sheets, things that can get that same result faster. You want to be very easy to explain what the bump offer is. So we'll walk through all that as we build it. Once they purchase the main offer and or the bump, you'll be taking them to an upsell page. This gives you the opportunity to offer them the next logical solution to the next logical problem, or to help them solve the existing problem more easily and faster. And finally, if they say no to the upsell, we'll give them what's called a downsell. This can be a lower priced product, but it still helps you to increase the average order value of the transaction, and it still makes your prospect extremely grateful. To sell all this, we'll be creating a sales page using Kartra, and that'll lead to the checkout page, the upsell page. We're going to build all this out together, even including an email sequence that kind of walks them through the process once they've already completed their order. And by the way, the reason why we're using Kartra in this walkthrough is that so many people try to get the absolute most, priciest tools, most feature-rich tools, and it ends up never launching, ends up never making money. And that is not the goal. Kartra is a fantastic all-in-one platform. It gives you everything you need. It's a jack of all trades, right? It's not going to be the best in class on every aspect of the business, but it's going to be what you need to get launched quickly and also to help you get launched even faster than just being what it is. I've put together a ton of bonuses that I'll walk through real briefly here. If you want to learn about that, it's at incomesh.com/Kartra-bonus or incomesh.com/Kartra-bonus. They both work. And it's a lot here. So I'll quickly scroll through here. I encourage you to go check this out, and I'll give this access to you if you click on the links that are down below to get your $1 trial. All right. So this walks through 7 different bonuses I put together, including done for you funnels that walk through the entire process that back in the day when I was still working a corporate job, my wife and I, we figured out this funnel and we put it together step by step. We used a tool very much like Kartra to do it. Kartra wasn't really even a thing. I didn't know about it back then. And it's what allowed us to retire and move on and do things like this that we really love to do. We also have the 1-day product creation masterclass, because if you're looking at this funnel here and you're like, I don't have all these products, I'm done, right? Like I'm screwed, I can't do it. No, that's not true. So in the 1-day product creation class, I walk you through how you can take what knowledge you have and turn it into an entire value ladder that's very, very easy. And you'll kind of get a glimpse on that throughout this course as well. All right. In bonus number 3, conversion mastery system. I started my career as an industrial and systems engineer. Basically, that's just a fancy boy word that says I help break very complex problems down into step-by-step processes and figure out how to make every process work better. And that's exactly why we do pretty well at digital marketing, because that's exactly the game we're in. So I show you how to kind of apply the lessons I learned working for Toyota, Disney, some of the best in the business when it comes to improving the quality of a process, and how you can apply that to your entire digital marketing business. All right. And then bonus number 4, email marketing is a lot of people are afraid of email marketing. I was too. I've discovered a lot of really cool tricks that allow you to do better email marketing faster and for less cost. And actually, I need to update this because there's even new tricks that I want to add in there that I'll do that shortly after recording this video. All right, so a ton of things there. How do you make your offer convert? So you can figure out how to make an offer pretty easily, but how's it going to sell? So this bonus goes through all the ways that we were able to turn small, low-priced digital products into 97 and above digital products, and how you can really, really just tweak a little bit of what you offer and how you offer it and how you market it to make it more valuable. I also, if you're here for Kartra, I put in at least 3. There'll probably be more by the time you see this bonus. Funnel building case studies where I'm going click by click, kind of like what we're going to do here today, but for different aspects, whether you're doing high ticket, low ticket, e-com, whatever the case might be, there will be some case studies inside that bonus for you. And also the biggest one is if you want to click on the link and go through and become a Kartra user, I'm happy to offer you 30 days of support to help you succeed because, hey, as an affiliate marketing, that is an affiliate link. If you don't get success, I don't get paid either. So I want you to succeed. So you're welcome to lean on me in those first 30 days so you get started. All right. If you want to get started with that, here's everything it is. Adding up the value, again, I charge over $400 per hour for our consulting. So the total value of these bonuses, I feel okay quoting that. Some people are like, oh, that's crazy. But I feel pretty good with what we're offering here. Over $5,000 of bonuses. If you want to get access, there's step-by-step. Go to the website. Oh, little trick here. If you go to the Kartra website, to start your free trial, you can actually double the length of your trial. Let me show you that here. Coming through. When you go to start your trial, if you hover up here, let it load. You're reviewing here. I do recommend the silver plan. Kartra recommends it as well. The big game changer between the starter and the silver is number of custom domains. That's kind of nice, but not really a big deal. The big one is unlimited emails, unlimited bandwidth, videos, and the big one here is videos. On the starter plan, if you want to launch an entire course, you will quickly outnumber like the videos that you need. And so you'll need to get Vimeo or YouTube or something like that to host your videos. But unlimited videos, products, and membership sites really allows you to kind of rock and roll. The only reason why you'd ever need to go on from silver is when you get more subscribers. So you can get 25,000 up here. But again, that's going to be a while for most of us. So that is the plan to get started with. If you want to double the length, you see how I just moved my mouse a little bit to the top of the browser there? You can double your trial. I will be doing that here in this video. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll sign up here. We're going to do this together, guys. We're going to go from very, very beginning, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with the recommended silver. I would recommend it for most people, but again, the budget here, $99 per month. Might seem a bit pricey, but when in reality, if you think about the price of things like ThriveCart and ConvertKit and Teachable and everything else under the sun, it can add up very quickly. So this is a pretty decent deal to get you everything you need up and running. All right, let's go and start a trial. It's going to load up our billing information. I think I can skip through this. I think you know how to fill all that stuff in. And when you're completing your purchase, if you want to make sure you're getting the proper bonuses, make sure you see that refer is born to go down at the bottom corner. That's going to make sure that I have access to your information to give you your free bonuses. I thought I'd show you that while I was here on the screen. And with that, I'll go ahead and submit my payment. All right, and once you're done there, we're just going to create our account. So I'll give myself a nickname. I'm going to use the new fun brand that my wife and I are enjoying is Simple Funnel Academy. Oh, it's too long. Let's see if that'll work. And I'll fill in the rest of the information here. Oh, and here we are in the sign up process. I have a bit of a one-time offer here. So what are they offering right now? I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and see what's going on here. Okay, so they're trying to upsell you on having agency work to have it done for you. Smart, kind of makes sense. I'll go ahead and skip that. I think I know what I'm doing. And click there to bounce into the software. Okay, so it's going to give you all the instructions on checking your inbox and how to access the account, and also their own built-in training. So you can go way further with the different technical bits and bobs, but this is going to be an awesome crash course for you. And they also have, I don't know if they still do their weekly Q&As, but it seems like they might do it. All right, cool. And I'm also going to download this checklist. Let me see what this is all about. It's kind of fun. And they give you a little thing here, setting up your account, creating lead capture forms. Okay, this is very basic, but still nice. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to go and just verify my email. Here it is. And I've got my welcome to Kartra. So now I'm going to go ahead and log in by going to the login page, putting in my information, and log in. Okay, so this is a brand new account. Get out of there, just save it to my passwords, and agree to the terms of service, all that good stuff.
Welcome to your brand new Kartra account.
And we're going to want to you can walk through this if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and learn by doing, and click continue, and click through this really quickly. Now, one thing just to be aware of in Kartra is whenever you're in the process of implementing a new campaign or just getting your account set up, you'll see some little red boxes over here on the right. Let's click this, and this will kind of walk us through the entire setup process. I'll do it with you. You can skip ahead if you want to, but this is very useful, and I will be actually building out this campaign as we go. This guy right here, I'll be walking through the steps in the tutorial while focusing on creating this account overall. All right, let's do it together. So the first thing here is I want to create a list. I'll just click on create a list. Very easy, right? So a nice way to get our subscribers and everything organized. I'll click to plus, add a new list, and I'm going to call one my master leads. Just leads, it's everything here. So signed up for free content with me. Easy peasy. I do like to have those master lists. We can segment as well as we go, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and go back to my lists. Next, I also want to have a master list for customers. Made a purchase. Just so you can define it for yourself. And that'll do it for me for right now. You can go crazy. You can have more, but that'll be enough for now. What's cool about Kartra, forgot what tool I'm using here, is that not only can you have lists, you can also have tags. So in this case, I do want to have some tags to organize my people. And I know I'm kind of like jumping right into the nitty gritty, but the whole point of systems like this is to be able to organize your context, to be able to sell better to them contextually based on what they've done, what they've purchased, and what they need next. So let's come back over here. Now on the tags side, I'll click over to tags, and this is the way I like to do things. So I like to have a list for my customers, but then within that, I want to tag them based on what they've purchased, okay? So in this funnel, I want to have a tag for purchased course, purchased bump offer, purchased upsell, purchased downsell. You get the idea, right? Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we'll do it plus tag. We'll say purchased, and we'll call course. Purchased course. And then underneath categories, this is very useful. So I'm going to go ahead and create my first category here. I'll call this purchase activity. And this is going to allow me to find all the tags that belong to a specific type. However you want to organize it. This is my personal way of organizing. It's like a file folder. No two people do it the same way. But I'll say purchase activity here, and then I will, okay. There we go. And I'll say create. All right, let's add another tag for purchased bump. But I'm not going to call it bump. I'm going to call it purchase workbook. So in this example, as we build out this funnel, I find that workbooks or user guides are fantastic bump offers. They're very easy to explain, very easy to sell, and they really do add a lot of value. And they're good on the checkout form there. So I'll purchase workbook. I'll put bump as just a memory jog for myself as well. Purchase workbook bump. And then underneath category, now I can select purchase activity because I've already created it. I'll create. Next, we have our upsell. So we'll say purchased upsell. Purchased upsell. And in this example, let's go ahead and actually select what our funnel is going to be for. So for here, we're going to sell a course as our main offer. We have the workbook as our template. Then for the upsell, because not everybody has a ton of products built out yet, I love offering one-on-one coaching packages, which Kartra is great for, by the way, or some form of higher value stuff. Could be another course, but in this case, I don't want you to have to build 2 courses to get launched. So we'll offer one-on-one coaching as the upsell. And if they say no to that, because you're probably going to charge your value, right? You're going to charge your worth. If they can't afford it, we're going to offer them access to a premium Facebook community that you could do as either a subscription fee, or you could do as simply a one-time, lifetime access. And that way you don't have to create any content up front before you can start to sell it, because now you'll actually have that interaction with your users where the content will just organically be created as you continue to give them value. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're going to do one-on-one coaching as the upsell. Let's create that. One-on-one coaching, upsell. And let's make this underneath purchase activity again. And let's go again for another tag. We'll call this purchased Facebook community. And underneath category, you guessed it, purchase activity. Sweet. All right, I think that's all the tagging and fun stuff we need to do at this moment. So let's go ahead and walk through our activities again. So we've created a list, we've created a tag. I'm just going to click on this so it checks me off because I already did that. Next thing is to integrate our payment gateways. Let's go ahead and do it together here. I'll click over to Let's Integrate. And now, underneath integrations, I'll have my payment options, Authorize.net, Braintree, PayPal, and Stripe. For this example, I'm only going to set up my Stripe account, but you can do Stripe and PayPal as well. They're mostly the same in setup. I'll click over here to New Integration. And now it's going to ask me for the Stripe secret key and Stripe publishable key. So let's go ahead and log into Stripe and grab that data. Okay, so logged into a Stripe account for this. I'm going to go over to the Developers tab and to the API keys. Now here we are on the live mode because I don't have the test data toggled over. I'm simply going to copy the publishable key and come back to Kartra and paste it in. And I'll do the same thing with the secret key in just a second. Just click on this button here, copy it, paste it in, and you're good to go. Okay, so now here's where some of the techiness comes in. Don't worry, I'll walk you through this step by step. But in order for things to properly communicate, there's one more step you have to do with Stripe. Let's go ahead and do that together. I'm going to come and just copy this guy right here. And now I need to add this URL into my merchant accounts instant payment notifications. There's also this learn how link here that can walk you through it. So let's just do it together real quick. So back inside the Stripe dashboard, I'm simply going to come on over here to the webhooks area underneath developers. Click there. And underneath this page, I'll have the endpoints options here, and I can add a new endpoint. So I'll click on add endpoint and it'll ask for the URL. I'm just going to paste this in, or if you've forgotten it, it should be down there as well. And I'm just going to put in here, this is my Kartra account, current version. And then on all events, I'm going to tell it to receive all events. That means everything that happens inside of Kartra is going to talk to Stripe and vice versa. Okay. And just like that, I'll add the endpoint. It says enabled. I'm getting all events. And I think we're good. Let's go ahead and head back to Kartra. And we have successfully created this. So now we should be able to accept payments, which of course we will be testing that as we go here. Cool. All right, next, let's come over to our to-do list. We've got our payment gateway, so I'll say done. I'm up to 31%. We're almost ready to build. Okay, at this point, we're going to kind of get off of the efficient way I'd like to do this. So I'm going to abandon this walkthrough. You're welcome to go through it step by step. I'm not going to be importing my leads or anything like that. So this isn't a perfect onboarding for Kartra. My goal here is to build a funnel with you guys and show you step by step, including a little bit of design work and all that. So we're going to get off the rails here a little bit. And now I'll be using my diagram here as kind of my overall guidepost. And a good rule of thumb to keep in mind when you're building with Kartra and most platforms is it's best to think about it from forward to backward, from beginning to end of opt-in, traffic, all these things down to the thank you page. But when building it, it's best to build backwards, forwards. Long story short, that just requires less clicks. It means you already have the pages built so you can link to them as you're going through that process. All right. So here, what we're going to do is kind of think about what's actually happening here. And I'm going to add my little drawing guy here. So once I get access to all this content, there's going to be a membership area. Member. So we'll need to build that. Inside that are going to be some videos. Once they purchase the workbook, there will be a digital file. And I'm kind of just drawing out these things as a memory jog as we're building out our campaign so that I know what to build and where and when. Because I'll be working from backwards, forwards. Okay. I'll also want to have a sales page here. And a thank you page here. Call this TY. Call this sale SP, if I can write with my mouse. And this will be PDF. All right. I know we have a lot to do. It's okay. As you're going through the process, just start just start using it and it'll all make sense as you're going. Let's go ahead and begin by creating our membership. Let's start with the course and start uploading some videos and doing all that together. Let's rock and roll. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Come over here. Now I'm going to go into my memberships. And let's create a new membership. All right, the name of this membership will be, let's call it the Simple Funnel Academy. I'll create it. Underneath basic info, the way that Kartra works is it's all very much a forward to backward wizard. You're just going to go step by step through every step here. Sales promotional page. I'm going to have to come back to this because we don't have that page built yet, but that's okay. And underneath password, yes, we want to password protect this. So that'll set that up. You could have free ones if you'd like. It's not going to let me do this, will it? Sales promotional page. I guess we have to build that first. So we're going to build out some skeletons and we'll go from there. Come over to my pages. Click on adding a new page. So we'll design all this as we go, but first I'm just going to pick out something to start with. And they have a ton of templates here. So if you want to do a product review, you can even do that here. That's kind of crazy. If you want to do a long sales page, which I'm a big fan of, you can click on the preview and see. This is a beautiful one, actually. I like that a lot. If you want to do video sales page specifically, where the video does mostly all the selling, that works really well also, etc. Let's go ahead and do a long sales page. I might choose that one because I really like the way this looks. Yeah, we're going to do it. So I'll click on that. I'll say select, and I'll launch the builder. And then I'll need to give it a name. So in this case, I'll call this course sales page. And then underneath categories, I like to lump all of my pages for a specific funnel into the same category. So we'll name this Simple Funnel Academy. And add it. Hit done. And I can select it now. And then underneath site, we'll also need to manage sites. Let me see if I can make a new site here. We'll call this Simple Funnel Academy. Let's hit add. And done. And here we go. What sites do, sites are different than categories. Categories are just organizing all your pages and all your pieces so you can find them later and you can like organize them. Sites is actually heavily function based, which means if you want to design the header, you have to design the header only once. And then once you have that in the same website, the same sites, you can push that header to the rest of the pages of the site. If you have special tracking codes like Facebook pixels and things like that, you put it into one page, push it to the rest of the site. Super, super cool. Because I have no elements to import yet, I'm not going to, but I'll go ahead and create this page. All right, it's got a tutorial for me, of course. I'll kind of skip through that. And I will say, don't show again. Let's get started. All right, so it brings up the page. The page looks super, super cool, but I'm not going to do any work on it yet. I simply want to create the assets that I'll need, and then I can come in and clean it up as we need to. All right, so I'll come over to Actions, and I'll publish it live. And I'll get the link. So this right now is just going to use your subdomain. We might, by the end of this, do a custom domain setup, but I don't want to spend time on that right now. I want you to get those results, but you will need to, at some point, set up your custom domain for whichever you'd like to use. But right now, it is live and on the website. When I say custom domain, if you're not sure what that means, it just means instead of showing .kartra.com, it will just show maybe simplefunnelacademy.com or beachcondo.com or something like that. Whatever you want it to be, your specific URL. All right, but we got that sales page built, so we've already saved it. So I'll return to the dashboard. We got our first page, and now you can also see that you can easily sort down to every page that you have in the process. All right, so that's our sales page. Let's make a checkout page as well. And here, I think simple is good. Let's just see what they have for us. That's a little too dark. Okay, we'll just do very simple here. Preview it. That'll work. Shows what you're going to get. Gives you the checkout form. and everything else you need. So we'll say, call this check out for course. Keep my categories and my sites together, and I'll create the page. One quick note here is that whenever there's something not done yet, like if Kartra is not happy, it's going to tell you, and it's going to show me here it's not happy for one reason. What is that reason? I can open it up and it shows that there's not a product. It has a checkout placeholder, but I need to select the product that you're actually buying on this page, right? So in that case, we will need to come back to all these pages, which is why I'm simply creating them as placeholders, and then we'll fill everything else in as we need to. And if you want to edit the URL, you could call this checkout and go with that. In this case, I'm okay with the random words. I just wanted to show that to you. But again, now this is live. Boom. All right, and I'll say return to dashboard, exit. What else do we need? We need our upsell page. So I'll add a new page. See how easy this is? Isn't this great? And I'll have my upsell page. And on this one, I want to have a video. Videos have always worked well for me. Let's see how this looks. So with Kartra, you can have multiple. You can have like option A or option B. I don't want to do that. I feel like there's too many choices. So let's see what this one is. That looks great. Again, colors are not exactly right, but you can adjust your colors how you like to. I'll launch the builder on this as well. And let's call this special offer. Categories underneath Simple Funnel Academy, and site is Simple Funnel Academy. And it's nice that we also have these pages pulled up. Go ahead and leave a few tabs of the things you're working on opened here, because it'll be helpful when you're getting into the design world of what's my colors, everything working right, and we'll cover some of that as we build in the designer. All right, we got it set up here. Again, come back to it all. Publish it live for now. And while that's coming back here, I can see my upsell page. I also want to organize this in the flow that I want to see it. This is kind of just a tip that I've learned after doing this for years, is keep your stuff organized because it can get a little bit nutty along the way. We have our upsell page. Now let's do our downsell page, which in this case, I'll use the exact same design. I don't want to freak them out with a different design, but we'll make sure we call this downsell. Downsell offer underneath the Simple Funnel Academy, and create. Okie dokie. Same thing here. I'm going to add a little bit of text in here and just remind myself this is downsell page, because we're going to work a little quick and I don't want you to get confused. So make sure you notate them a little bit when you're building. Let's say get page, open it up, slide it where it belongs. And now almost done with building out our placeholders, our skeletons. Did I not publish it yet? Yeah, there you are. Maybe the image is still coming. So let's go ahead and make our thank you page, because we do want to have a thank you page. And of course, they have you covered. Where are we at? Thank you pages. And pick your style, whatever works for you. And I'll just say, I'll go for here. I think this looks pretty good. If you want to reduce your support tickets, make sure you have a good thank you page so they know exactly what to expect after signing up. I don't know why that didn't give me my preview, so we'll just select it and go with it. You can always change your templates over time as well. Thank you and welcome to course. Select our categories and let's rock and roll. Okay, so it's pulled up. It looks like the thank you page for an email opt-in with checking your email and opening all that stuff, but we can very easily repurpose that for a thank you page for the funnel itself. So I'll publish you live. And let's go ahead and call this, well, I don't need to give it any special name. Let's just open you up, slide you where you belong, and then I will return to the dashboard. All right, now we have the skeleton of the pages involved. We're going to build our membership next. But to build out the membership, I want to have some video content that's ready to upload, right? So let's take a quick little detour and put some of your content in. If you're building a course, a challenge, anything like that, or even just the videos of your sales page, your sales letter, your thank you page, any video you have, Kartra is beautiful because it does give you unlimited video hosting with the silver plan and up. So I'm going to come over here to my videos, and I've pre-recorded some to help you out. I'm going to go and upload multiple videos, and let's go ahead and make a category for videos, and I'll call this Simple Funnel Academy and add it in. Done for this category, and I'll upload some files. And let me find them real quick. And I recorded placeholder videos for a few lessons inside the membership, as well as the sales page, the Kartra membership, and everything that you need. So that if you choose to import this in later on and kind of follow along with me, you'll have everything you need right there, as well as some coaching advice I have on each video. All right, so because I chose to upload multiple, I should be fine to click here and say open, and it'll add them all in. I made these small videos. I would recommend compressing your videos. You can use tools like Handbrake, anything like that, to keep them small and easy, and I'll say next. And it's going to take a second to upload the files, but that's actually really, really fast. That was kind of surprising. I'll pause the video while these finish optimizing. You can keep working, but I want my computer to run nice and quick for this recording for you, so I'm going to take a pause and come back when it's all done. All right, so just a minute later, and all my videos are uploaded and optimized. If you have a ton to upload, it's not a bad idea to wait to upload them until the end of the night and then do what I just did of uploading multiple and then just going to sleep, because it can take a while if you have a ton of long videos, but they do a great job. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to our My Memberships. We started to build this guy out. Now we can go back and edit him. Now we should have all the information we need to really get started and build this guy. So underneath Basic Info, this is where we got stopped pretty quickly. We'll come right over here, and now we can choose a Kartra page as the promotional page. And I'll go to Simple Funnel Academy. And that nicely filters down all the stuff so that when you have hundreds of pages, as you will over time, you can easily find what you're looking for. So now I'm right here to Course Sales Page. That's my promotional page. And we've already chosen password protection. You can add an image here. That would be nice, but I'll skip it for the sake of time, and we'll go to the next step. Now let's go right into the builder. They've got a pretty good builder. Good templates, good styles. So of course, tutorial time, I'll skip through it for you. All right, let's get started. So here we are. We can see the orientation. If we want the sidebar on the right, we can do that. If we want two sidebars and a skinny piece of content, we can do that. A lot of options. I'll keep the sidebar on the left. I like that for courses. Totally personal preference. And now we can start to have our welcome page, our welcome video. So what I want to do here, keep it very short and sweet. Add a headline over here and say, welcome to the course. Here's how to get oriented. And then let's give a video. I like videos. They're very personal, very kind. And I'll use Kartra video. We'll choose one we made here. And I've got a welcome to the membership video specifically here. And that was put on purpose because what you want, that's a great little thumbnail. You can customize the thumbnails, by the way, if you don't want to look like that on it. But this is not course content. This is helping welcome people in and showing them what to do and how to find what they want. Okay. I'll also put my face over here, or my person. Oh, look at that. Make it like this. John Whitford here to help you launch. And I'll hide the social media icons right now. You can set all that up inside of the course area, but I do want to give myself a little headshot here, a little picture. I'll just choose this guy here and open him. And that looks pretty good. Scroll that about like so. Good. And I'll hit save. Starting to make this more personal already. I like it. And then what you might choose to do here is a couple of resources and links of things that will help them, success help. How to be successful. Read the blog. And so in this case, I'm adding a link to an external website. Put it in. You get the idea. I'm not going to waste your time with that. But you can set that up on the welcome. But then the real course content, to build out your course, we're going to want to have probably some sections and some posts. So it's a little bit different than like a Teachable, where Teachable is straight on the rails of like, here's module 1, module 2, module 3. Here, we're going to be able to have a bit more flexibility in how we do it, because Kartra is called memberships. It's not just called courses. Courses are the most common thing you can do with them, but it's not the only thing you can do with them. So what I'll do here is I'm going to hover over where it has home. This is kind of just the starting place. And I'll click on that little pencil. And what that will do is allow me to add in some modules. So for this case, I'll just add one. We'll call this Start the Course. Maybe sound more inspired than that. That'd probably be good. And I'll hit save. And bada bing, bada boom. Now I can click on it, and it's very drag and drop, very easy. Now I can add a new post in. This will be kind of like the lessons of the modules. And I want to call this a video lesson. And let's get started. Getting started with basics. Describe it, learn the terminology. And then if you happen to just flub around and not on the right category, you can reorganize it, but this is where I want it to be. So I'll hit save. And now I can build my course perfectly. Similarly, give it a headline. And once again, let's add another video in. I'll do Kartra video, Simple Funnel Academy, and lesson 1 placeholder, and go. There we go. Again, a lot of things you can do, really beautiful. You can even add in your own opt-in forms, which you don't have any built yet, but you could actually take them from being in the product of funnel A and then send them into funnel B. Really, really cool stuff. Calendars, it's great. So that will work there. And then let's go ahead and add one more. You can skip through this if you want, but I'm going to make sure that I, not belabor the point, but let's create a second category and put a second lesson in there so you can see how the drip functionality works as well. I'm going to come up and add one more category. And we'll name this Tools of the Trade. Save it. Pop over here. And let's add a new post. Using Kartra. Works, right? And you can give it a different icon if you choose. So much fun. And hit save. And now we can also, I've got my last video here. You don't need this many videos. I like to communicate through video. Can you tell? But it's definitely not necessary. Save. It's also harder to update a video than it is to update a written post. And let's add a button in here that maybe we say become an affiliate. Something like that. In this case, I'm not going to go into affiliate marketing on that. That'd be a bit too advanced for this this lesson here. But I'll go to just google.com right now, just to show you that you can really bring in some advanced design with the Kartra platform. And I think I'm good there. So we have our homepage, start the course, and let's go ahead and preview it. Let's save our progress. And let's preview our membership. You can change the colors and do all that fun stuff. Look at this. Looks nice. Let's try this one. I actually haven't played with this yet. No, that's just beautiful. It looks very modern, very well done. I like the overlapping. We can go into it, into the course. If I had more lessons, they'd all be lined up here. The videos play instantly, which is great. If you like a lesson, you can add it to your favorites, and that'll pop up here where you can see a drop down of all your favorites. I can quickly navigate through, and there will be some navigation control. You can force them to have access to everything or only certain pieces at a time. We'll get into that in a second. And what I love is that you can quickly go through and see a sitemap, which will organize the entire learning management system, which is basically what this is now, in order here. So you can favorite it and do your thing, right? Very cool. Passes my sniff test. I will keep this all the way at the back because, again, I want to keep things in order. And I'll save and exit. So we're back in our wizard, back in the contents section. You can always come in and add more later. It's totally okay. Comments enabling, if you want, you can enable comments, lesson by lesson if you want. I'll do that. Auto approve, or comments must be approved by an admin. I generally recommend approving it just to make sure that nothing naughty gets put out there and you don't see it for a while. and then access levels. So what's cool about this is this area here allows you, let me show it up. Let's say, for example, you have beginner, intermediate, and advanced stuff. You could actually sell it separately by setting up 3 different pricing tiers, 3 different products they could buy. And based on what they buy, they'll have access to more content inside a single membership area. Tools like Teachable and other kind of general course tools don't really have that so much, where you can have, buy 3 courses, but now you can't see course B once you're in course A, and it kind of messes that up. This allows you to actually kind of market people to upsell if they're in the basic course and they're seeing all the content that's available to them in the silver plan or gold plan or whatever. It actually can be used as a marketing tool there. So we won't set that up, but that's how you would set it up, standard, pro, level, advanced, whatever. But what we could do is set up drip access, where they get instant access to lesson 1, but for lesson 2, you can either say on a specific date, if you're doing like a live challenge together, or you could say 1 day after sign up, or 1 day after, so you'll just have to keep track, day 1, day 2, day 3, what do they get on each day, and save, and let's go. And then locking posts. And this is pretty cool granularity. If they don't have access to something yet, what do you want to have happen? So for example, on Tools of the Trade, they get this 3 days later. Do you want to show the post but keep it unclickable, show the post and pop up a teaser, then you can style it and basically kind of sell them or do whatever. In this case, let's just hide it from view until they have access to it. All right. Notify your members when a post unlocks? Sure. If you're in the silver plan or above, you have unlimited emails, go ahead and keep communicating with your people. Kind of makes sense. So we'll use the Kartra mail, and this is my information, and that will notify them when the content is unlocked. Super helpful. And then you can even customize what it says. So just like taking a break out of here. In other systems, you would need to create a tagging or create a follow-up sequence that synchronizes with it. And then if you're selling in ThriveCart, you make the sale there, pass the tag over to ConvertKit, go to ConvertKit, set up some synchronized email sequence that will link back over to the membership area in Teachable. And it can get a little messy. I do this for a living. I'm speaking the truth here. So I do appreciate little efficiencies like this when I see them, because things like this can be a mess to set up manually. And so oftentimes people will sub-optimize and they'll create a lower quality experience. Like maybe you get all of the content all at once because they don't want to go through the tech, or they go through the tech and it's wrong and you send them to stuff that still hasn't unlocked and it's just out of sync and it's a hot mess. So pay attention. This is pretty cool. I'm liking what I see here. We'll save this. All right, we're good. Moving on to the next step. Progress bar. I love these. So we talked about learning management system. So if you want to force them to go from lesson 1 to lesson 2 in that order, you would select that. Otherwise, I like to show the progress bar so they can see what they've missed and quickly go to the content. If they're bouncing around, they can quickly go back to what they need to. But I'm not going to force them to take it in order. And then you can see here, you can give them badges as well if they complete it, but that's all fun gamification. We'll skip over that for the basics. Help desk we'll skip over in this tutorial, but I do like their help desk system. If you're still managing all your customer support inside your email inbox, you're probably stressing out right now. I get it. And then welcome message as well. Sure, let's send them a welcome message. And with your login details and information, just makes sense. All right. Automations. This is one of the trickier things inside Kartra. You can initiate automations from like any screen, and it can be really tricky to remember where you actually set the automation up for. So I tend to not set up automations in every location, but you could, for example, give them a specific tag if they completed a specific lesson, and you can go nuts. So keep it simple, silly, but it's nice to know that power is there as you need it. So it's giving you a good next step. We've created our membership area. Now we need to actually be able to sell it to people, right? So we're going to go to our products now, and let's create a product to sell this bad boy. And you've got all kind of the fun goodies you can do here. Let's create a product together, and we will call this Simple Funnel Academy, simply because it's what I started with, and I guess it's on my mind. So we'll go to main product. So the difference here, obviously, the main product is the thing they initiate the sales process with, but upsells and downsells will be what comes after it while the transaction is still kind of open. Again, we're in Wizard Land. So let's go ahead and give it a name, Simple Funnel Academy. And a description. I'm not going to give a description there. Kartra has a built-in marketplace. It's up here. Where is it at? I think it's, I don't know. Maybe campaigns. I don't know. They have a marketplace where you could list it there and have people sign up as an affiliate for you. Pretty cool. I don't tend to do that, but it's pretty cool. I'll select my payment gateway. And in this one, we will select, I've only set up one right now. And I'll hit save. And let's hit, what do I need here? I guess I do need a description. All right, selling Simple Funnel Academy membership. Hit save. And save and next. Pricing. Fun. All right, so in this case, let's keep our pricing structure pretty simple. You could do recurring payments and installments and have multiple things and all of that. And you can get there, but don't try to overcomplicate it. We're going to follow a pretty simple idea here. Where are we at? Let me get my guy pulled up here. I don't know what happened here. Let's just do $37, $17, $97, and $27. We'll show you all that as we go, but I'll do one-time payments, but you've got a lot of options there. So we'll call lifetime access for $37. And then that will be my default price. If you do choose to test your pricing, just have a default so it's easy. Your affiliates know where to send them to while you're still testing out and seeing what works best. All right, shipping costs off. We're doing digital. Sales tax off. Talk to your accountant on that one. And refund policy, you can choose to enable or swap it around. Super cool. We'll keep it default 30 days. What's also nice is with the support system inside Kartra, you can either allow them to manage their own billing, like ask for their own refund, or you can do it all right there and it's a few clicks away. It's really convenient. All right, the product page. This is their main index. So the sales page. We're going to select our Kartra pages. Underneath site, we'll do Simple Funnel Academy, and then choose our course sales page. And then the thank you page. This is important. So we don't want the thank you page to be the actual thank you page, because in this example, remember, we're doing a funnel. So the thank you page of the actual product is going to be the upsell. I know it's a little confusing. This is why we build out all the pages as skeletons first, and we'll link them all together as we need to. So the thank you page of the main product is going to actually be the special offer, or I should have called this upsell page for the building purposes. We'll call it special offer. This is that special one-time offer upsell. And I'll save those, and it is happy, so it'll let me move on. Now we're at the checkout process. So the checkout look and feel, you can either choose a checkout, like a kind of static checkout page here. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of that because I built my own. So we're going to put it onto our own checkout page. And you can choose the theme color and all that of what the widget looks like, but I think that's customizable from the page itself. So I'll just pick orange because I think that's a cool looking color. We'll see if it sticks around. Checkout form fields. Depending on your rules and regulations and GDPR and all that stuff, you may get away with removing address and removing postal code and things like that. I'm not going to tell you what to do on that one. That's kind of more of a legal thing for you to determine based on your own location and your revenues and things like that. I'll leave it default for now, but again, you might get away with a more streamlined checkout process. Product quantity. This is a huge one. Not all systems allow you to have product quantities, but we don't need it since it's just a course. So we'll turn that off. Express checkout. Nope. We want the full checkout experience. I won't go into what all that detail is though. Cart abandonment. This is cool. We're going to skip over it for now, but this allows you to follow up with people if they've started the process, but their kid called them away during the credit card inputting stage. This allows you to get back with them and get them to follow up. Terms and conditions. If you want to have a tick box there, I would recommend having a privacy page and a terms and conditions and all that so they can check off what they are agreeing to. But bump offers, we will be doing a bump offer. Activate a bump offer for this price point. Yes. And unfortunately, I think, again, I'll need to come back to this because we'll need to make that product in order to offer it as a bump. So we'll come right back to that guy. Let's turn him off for now. We'll configure him later. And I'll say save and next. All right, what list do you want our customers to go to? You can see why we set this up in advance. We'll come to customers list and choose customers. You could have a list for every product, but that gets a little hairy. Tag your customers. This is where you want to do that. And say, based on any price point they buy, I want to add them to purchased course. Add. Save. Easy peasy. Now what happens once they buy? I want to add them to a Kartra membership. And here we go. And then if you did have that Silver Pro and Elite or Gold Pro and Elite, whatever, you can select which access they get. So they could choose, option A or option B at different price points. But in this case, we just kept it simple. And then you could, again, get cute with it with advanced automations. We're skipping over for right now. And then affiliate programs, really cool, really powerful. Cover that one in another tutorial. Let me know if you want to hear about that. Let me know however you can. I'm happy to help you. All right, now what's next? Paste this code into the body section of your product's main landing page. This will allow Kartra to count unique visitors, calculate revenues, all this cool stuff. Definitely important to do. Copy it. Let's do that right now. Come over to my pages. Open this in a new tab. And let's go to our sales page. Let me make sure. This is on the main landing page, course sales page. So we're going to come over to course sales page and edit. And edit. You're doing great. We're about an hour in on this build, and we're plugging along just fine. Of course, the work comes in when it's actually like doing all the copywriting and all that, which I probably won't really have time to get to in this one video. So underneath the settings, you'll go into the tracking code area and paste the tracking code into the body as it asked me to do. Yep, body of main landing page, body of main landing page, apply. And this will help us when it comes time to do conversion optimization, make sure that everything is working properly, and make sure that it is profitable. I'll publish those changes. And let's reopen it. You won't really see anything. We just put a little piece of code, so nothing to see there, but it is finished. So we'll come back to our product area. So a couple things we can do now is let's go ahead and build out our bump offer. I like to finish things as much as I can. So we'll make a new product, an upsell or downsell, and we'll call this workbook guide bump, just for so I remember it. And there we go. Hit next. So here, let's just fill it out again. I'll just copy and paste these guys in and hit save. Underneath pricing, let's say we're going to do a $17 bump offer here. So we'll call this lifetime access for $17. And that will also be our default price. Shipping cost, sales cost, and refund policy, just keep it the same as you're going through it because it's going to make your life way easier. And in the same way, the destination page, if they buy the bump offer, is going to be the same page. We're just going to choose our special offer and go to the checkout. All right, because this is a bump offer, I'm going to skip over all of this stuff and hit next. Post sale. We're going to also add them to, again, this is kind of redundant, but we'll do that to our I'm sorry, not our leads list, silly, to our customers list and not to our leads list. And we will tag our customers. We've set up for this price point, purchase activity, workbook bump. Add that. Save it. Now I want to show you like all the different options here. So in this case, the workbook is going to be a downloadable file, and I can upload a new file right here. So let's create a new category for our downloads, and this is totally built in as well, where you don't need an additional like Google Drive or anything like that. We're going to call this category Simple Funnel Academy. And hit add, and then done, and upload the file. And let me find that thing I made for you. All right, here's our worksheets, and I'll open it up. Here we go. And I'll save it. I can see the downloadable file set up, and then advanced automations will keep it simple. Same process with affiliates, skip over it. And again, it's going to give us another code, so let's do that. Go back to our core sales page. I could be more efficient and do this all at once, but just to make sure no stone goes unturned. Let's go ahead and do it step by step together. I'll go to my settings, tracking code, and I'll put this down here as well. Boom. Apply. Publish live. And we're done again. All right, I'll just kind of hold on here because I think this is probably going to happen again with the upsell. So I think we're good there and we're finished. Now if I come back to my products, the reason why we did that was we wanted to be able to configure the bump on Simple Funnel Academy, the main course area. So we'll go into this one. And let me skip through over to the checkout section. All right, so I'm here in the checkout section. I can come on down to bumps. I'll activate the bump and I'll say yes. Now product funnel. And I made a little whoopsies there. It's okay, we'll recover it. But the bump offer is actually supposed to be a main product, and that's not doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So we're gonna go and fix that real quick. We can still use all the work we did as our upsells, but that's a little bit weird. I'm gonna come back to products. And so I'm actually going to need to create a new main product. I guess because it's the first offer in the funnel. So we'll just call this bump offer workbook. Next, apologies about that. All right, so let's just kind of blitz through this quickly. We'll do credit card as well. Save it and move on. Underneath pricing, we'll make this $17. Lifetime access. And that'll be the default price. Alrighty, shipping cost, sales tax, all that's good. Pages, once again, we'll do our Kartra pages, and we'll do Simple Funnel Academy, and we'll do course sales page. Checkout look and feel, we're gonna leave all this basic. Because we're using the bump offer, we're gonna keep this very simple. And underneath post sale, again, customer list, I'm just gonna skip it now because I don't need it if we already have it as a bump on the other product, but we will tag these guys as purchasing from that price point, purchase activity, and workbook bump. Save and add. And here, this is the one time I have to duplicate some work. We're going to come in here and select that file. Hey, where are you? Did I not add it? Oh, okay. I didn't add it to the category, I suppose. But that's okay. I've got it there. And I'll hit save and next. And affiliates we'll skip over as well, and we will finish this guy up also. And let's hope this one works like we want it to. We'll come back into the page and keep adding some scripts on here. This is simply allowing us to track how everything's working along the way. Publish this guy live. All right, let's come on back to our products page. Now, you'll notice here you've got multiple products building up. You can also see it down here with text. I'll come to Simple Funnel Academy. Let's complete the configuration of Simple Funnel Academy. And here, a little cheat code. I want to go straight to checkout, so I'm going to do #4 since it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th thing here. And there we go. That can kind of jump you through that wizard, which can sometimes be a little annoying. Alrighty. Hey, 4. I was too quick for myself. All right, now coming down to bump offers, let's go ahead and activate the bump. Yes, for this product. Now here we're happy. Okay, that was kind of weird. I'm not a big fan of that limitation, but that's just something to remember. The bump offers are actually main products, not upsells. And we can title it how we want, so add this to my order for only $17 more. We'll say learn or get this excellent workbook, if I do say so myself, to track and grow your results for only $17 more. You can give it a bouncing arrow or not, thumbnail or not. I think I put together a thumbnail here. Let's avoid the thumbnail for now. and we'll hit save. And just like that, I think our product is ready to go. Good. So we'll come back to the products area, and let me actually hit the blinds there. I'm starting to get attacked by the evening sun. All right, that's much better. Now we're going to go ahead and finish off our product creation here. We have our main product, our bump. We also need to have our upsell, which we'll just do one-on-one coaching, which we'll do really, really simply here. So let's go ahead and make a new product, upsell or downsell. We'll call this one-on-one coaching. Select your funnel. Let's add this to the Simple Funnel Academy and hit next. I'll copy and paste this in here and hit save. Now, one thing I want to say about setting up coaching as an upsell is because you're there on that specific page, you don't really have the time to put I don't want you to put a calendar in and say, hey, book your time and all this. It's too many decisions when they just made a purchase decision. So in this case, we're going to have them make a purchase, and then that'll add them to a tag, and then you can simply follow up with them or have an automated sequence to follow up with them so they can book their time. But I don't want them to be making all those choices right there on that checkout page. All right, one little clarification on, because Kartra does have a awesome calendar feature, but you don't have to use it as an upsell. That would be kind of a bad idea, I think, in my opinion. All right, so one time, this will be 1 hour of consulting. And let's say in this case, we'll charge $67 for it. And there you go. That'll probably be a discount from your hourly rate, which will be a good upsell offer. All right, and what's beautiful is you don't need to make anything. You just send them to a calendar. Underneath the pages, the thank you page. So once they complete this order, let's kind of go back here. If they buy the upsell, I'm not going to send them to the downsell. I'll send them straight to the thank you page. All right. That's critical. If they say no to the upsell, I'll give them the downsell option there. All right. So kind of you can really choose your own adventure and have people loop around, but I also don't want to overwhelm them with too many offers. That can be a little disrespectful. So if they say yes to this, I want to send them to the thank you and welcome to the course page. All right, that's our completed process. Now let's build out our checkout here, but in this case, there's no checkout we really need. All I'm going to do is come down here to Express Checkout and hit change. And this can allow you to do the one-click upsell. When they click that buy button, it goes straight to the success page, and they don't need to fill their information in. In other words, we're going to link it to a button on that upsell page. Hit done. Post sale. I'll add them to the customer list just to be consistent here, but again, at that point, it's really not necessary. But the tag is important. There you go. I'll tag them at any price point here. Purchase one-on-one coaching upsell. Hit save. And in this example, as I mentioned, I'm just going to send them a link to book time with me. So I'll do no access page. If you read it, it says it's made for really physical products, but this is going to be exactly what I want. So I'll hit save. And then advanced automations. Here, if you had built out that email sequence already, you could link it up here. That would be a little time saver, but we'll do that based on the tagging when needed. All right, affiliate program on sale, skip. And finished. All right, so the main product sales page is a little confusing. So this is also going to go on the exact same page as the course sales page, which is why I've not closed it yet. Come on down. Paste that in and apply, and let's publish it live again. Cool, done. We have our upsell, and now let's go ahead and come back to the products page. Come back to the funnel in question here. So we're almost done. The last thing to do here is let's make our downsell, and we'll call this downsell private Facebook group. The funnel will be on Simple Funnel Academy, and we'll go next. The official name here, let's just copy and paste this guy to make Kartra happy. Hit save and go next. One-time fee. This might make more sense to be a recurring, monthly fee and things like that. But for simplicity and for testing, let's just do a one-time fee. We'll call this lifetime membership. And for this one, let's make it $39. I don't know why I tried to figure out the right price point. This is not a price point strategy workshop. This is a pure building it out workshop. And we'll skip over the refund policy and all that because it's all default, which is good. Thank you page. Now here, again, going back to our model, we're here now. So whether they say yes or no, I want to take them to that thank you page. All right. So here, Kartra, Simple Funnel Academy, thank you and welcome, and save. You could dynamically have different thank you pages. So for example, let me go back and show my screen here. If I wanted to, and I've done it in the past, I just have found that it's overly complicated now. I could have a separate thank you page if they bought this, a separate thank you page if they said no to this but bought this, but you don't really need to. Let's keep it simple. All right, so we got that. Checkout experience, gonna be the exact same thing we've already done. Scroll on down and go to Express Checkout and activate straight through payments and hit save. And next, post sale, you got it. Customers, tagging customers, you got it. We're going to tag them based on what they did, purchased, Facebook community, and add and save. All right, accessing your products. We're going to treat this the same way as we treated the one-on-one coaching. We'll send them an email once that's done, and we'll hit save. All right, affiliate program, out of scope. Don't get scope creep, as my corporate sister would say. And let's take that tracking code. You're a pro at this by now. Paste it all in there and apply. And once it's done applying, I'll publish it live. And we are rocking and rolling. Okay, so our products are created. You might be overwhelmed. I got your back. We're going to knock through this together. We're almost done at this point with the tech setup itself. We have all these products built. What I want to do before I forget is let's go ahead and I'm not going to, should I set up a calendar? I should set up a calendar. Okay, let's make the quick calendar for the consulting one-on-one. In order to do that, all right, let's go ahead and do it. This is a long tutorial. I'm giving you guys a lot. All right, we're going to set up a quick little calendar. And this is going to be a consultant model where they can pick a specific time, but they've got different models here you can browse and take a look at. And we'll call this book one-on-one calendar. Create. All right, and you can customize the design to your liking. I'll leave it very static and basic now. And we'll go straight to schedule. Yep. All right, now here you can sync this up with Google Calendar and things like that, but we're going to skip over all that. You can follow through some of the help docs. It's not too tricky to do. We'll call this one-on-one consulting. Help you grow your business. And it'll be 1 hour. And then if you have multiple team members, you can add them there. And then available days, you can, let's just say your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And start time, you start at 9 o'clock in the morning and add. And then you can go through month to month and decide to put little blocking sessions out and all that stuff. Minimum booking notice, I don't want to be booked. I need 2 days to prepare. Like, you know, it's just respectful. Maximum booking range, maybe you don't want to book out within the next 30 days. That might be all you want to book out because you don't have plans any further. All right, that's good. That's a good start. All right. Save and next. Registration. So this is where it's a little tricky. You could do it as free or paid. If you're having them buy up front, you're going to want to have that as a paid thing, right? Where they go and they buy it. In this case, they've already bought in this scenario. So we'll call this a free one. And let's hit save. And let them pick their time zone. That's just smart. And next. In this case, I'll keep it simple. We'll just do a confirmation message when they're done. But you could also offer them upsells and get nutty with it, but we'll kind of keep it simple. All right, your appointment was booked. It can pre-configure the content. So if you want to do Skype, phone calls, Zoom, whatever you want, you can set all that up inside here. And that's what it's going to look like. Cool. Reminders. I like this. Set up a few reminders at least a couple days before, then the day before. So here, I think they have it predefined. Booking confirmation and email reminders. Okay, so in this case, let's send them a booking confirmation that they get it. Your booking is confirmed, and you can customize what that looks like. And then you can also send reminders. Let's add a reminder here for, let's just say day of, So 1 hour before the session starts, event booking reminder, and here you go, time, date, everything. It's kind of pre-configured. You can add your own personalization if you'd like, and that'll work. Okay, hit save. Next. Cancellation, do you want to allow cancellations? Up to you. Instant approval, you might want to do manual approval so you don't get booked and while you're at like a soccer game or something and forget about it. Automations, here's where all the fun stuff happens. So Google Calendar, I'm not going to go through that right now, but you get the idea. And then finish, get the calendar on a Kartra hosted page. And just like that now, we have a calendar. And you can select the time. You can see it's respecting our date ranges, when we're available, and you can put your information in. Super easy, super clean and clear. Love it. All right, so the calendar is built. Now all we need to do is, well, a few more things. But the first thing is, let's go to our My Communications. I don't want to forget about giving access to people. I made this calendar, but I only want people who have purchased that, purchase the upsell to get access to it. So I'm going to come over here to Communications, and I'm going to create a sequence. In this case, I'll create this sequence called Book Your Time, Book Your One-on-One Session, and I'll hit Create, and then Start Tutorial. All right, and let's skip through all this. Okay, so here we go. So how do you want to start this bad boy off? We're going to start by clicking the plus button and say that when they're added to a tag, when they're added to purchasing the one-on-one consulting, there we go. That's what's going to initiate this whole sequence. I'm just going to send them an email. Imagine that. All right, right after the previous step. So as soon as they buy, or you could wait for a little bit, but just go ahead and get it to them at any time, whenever they buy. Here we go. We're going to call this Book Your One-on-One Session with me. Next. Gateway, perfect. Recipients, anybody who reaches this step. In other words, anybody who purchases is going to get it, obviously. And next, no need to A/B test your emails, but it's pretty cool you have that ability to do so. And now let's just write a very simple email. So we'll say thank you for your purchase of consulting. Pick your time. Can't wait to speak. Hi there. Okay, so I've just put in a little bit of text to help them out. Book now, and I'll just paste in that URL, and I'm good. And let's say talk soon, John. Next is checking my spam score, all good. And then automation, you can get nutty with it. You can add a bunch of reminders and say that, hey, let me connect this in. And I could have reminders, wait timers, all that. For this, let's just keep it simple. I'm pretty sure if they spent money to talk to you, they're going to book their time, but you can run that as well. And if you want to, you can arrange it horizontally like this. So it's nice and clean for me. And we're good. So that is the follow-up requirement for the booking. Let's do the follow-up requirement for the Facebook group, because they will be separate sequences. In this case, the Facebook groups can be very similar, but instead of linking them to a calendar, you'll just send them to your Facebook group and give whatever instructions they need for that community. So this will be join Facebook community. Create it. All right, and very similar, we'll kind of keep this short and brief for you. We're going to add people to the sequence when they purchase the bump offer. Oh, I'm sorry, the downsell. I saw a bump as I was saying that. That's our starting rules, and we'll have a very simple email. You could also do SMS, all kinds of fun things. As soon as they get it. at any time of day. Join the community. All right. Recipients, anybody who reaches this step. Add there. Split test, nope, just a single email. Your access to the Facebook group. Welcome. Thank you. All right, I've added a little bit of content here for this instructions. Click the link to go to the Facebook group. Generally, you're going to have them verify their information on answering some questions and whatnot. You can verify who they are, that they made the purchase, and then you can let them in, and they can introduce themselves. So we'll add this through. No necessary automations. And let's go right there. We'll activate this email. Done, and exit. Okay, and then it would also be wise for you to create a sequence for welcoming them to the actual product, the main product, right? So let's do that as well. Again, we're kind of just rinsing and repeating here a lot. I'll just call this customer support sequence and create it. And same setup structure once they get a specific tag. But this one's going to be the purchase the course. And on this one, we're going to want to send an email. Now, you don't need to do this because you will send them a welcome email when they join the membership, but I just want to make sure they kind of, take action and do something with it. So welcome. All right, so selecting recipients. Add anybody who reaches this step. And then A/B testing, more for making the sale, less on supporting. And here we go. Now on this one, I'll use a personalization just because I haven't yet. So I'll copy first name and put that in. Hi, first name. Welcome. All right, so the general idea of this email is just telling them, hey, look for that welcome email so you can log in. And over the next few days, I'll continue to communicate with you to help you succeed with the content. And hit next. And no automations required here. Let's create that email. All right, I'll drag it together. And then the reason why I really wanted to do this was because I want to show you how the sequences work too. So there's going to be a second email that comes, let's say 7 days later. So instead of right after the previous step, I'll wait 5 days. And again, whenever 5 days is after that, and we'll say checking in. Next. Now here, anybody, or you could also, you can get nutty with this, like in finding just the right person to send this email to. I'm going to keep things simple though. Anybody who reached that step, I'll send them that email. All right, so this email is written and it's basically, if you're having any issues, here's what to do next, how to talk to support, how to do consulting, or just hit reply. That'll work, and we'll hit next. And we'll see how this all looks. And you can imagine these automations can get very advanced over the course of time as you add more and more to it. In this case, let's just go and activate it so we can see what we're looking at here. And I'll click this magical arrange items button, which puts it nice into a little row. So now I can see that immediately after they get the tag, they get that welcome email, but 5 days later, they're going to get the next email. So then you can build out your sequence. You can do automations and all kinds of branching logic, cool stuff. But that's enough. I think we're good. All right, so let's go through our little checklist here. We've built out our membership area. We've built out our bump offers, our upsells, our downsells. We've fulfilled on each of those. We have the skeletons of the pages. We're done with the products. I think we're down now to just finishing off the pages. And in this case, all we're going to do is let's go from backwards forwards again. And let's just do kind of the bare minimum so you can see the page building experience and can set it all up. And I think we'll call it a day. At that point, we'll have a funnel that we could start driving traffic to. Again, there would be more steps you could do, like setting up A/B tests and everything else, but this will be a solid start. All right, first thing I'm going to do here is this video placeholder. Let's put our correct video in. We'll choose Simple Funnel Academy, and I don't have a I did not put a thank you video here, so I'll just put this one in, or you could just remove it entirely. Totally cool. And to design anything else differently, I'm going to hide my face for a little bit so I don't move it around too much. If I want to change this text, there we go. Excellent, your purchase is complete. And then what you can do here is, check your email, log in, click the link. So let's kind of just do a little something here. All right, and that'll work. You get the idea. I'm not going to spend too much time on the design. I will have like premium design templates available, but this will work for now. So we're done with that one. Oops, done with that one. Back to the dashboard. And now if I hit the refresh on the one I had pulled up from earlier, now you can see how the pages will all look. Now let's go to our downsell page. So we'll come back here, downsell offer, edit. There will be some actual work to do here because this is a functional page. We're actually going to allow ourselves to buy the product on this page. So let's do what we did before. Let's add our video in here, edit the style, find the right video on the... Oh, okay. Well, my wife and I strategized after I already recorded the placeholder videos, and she wanted to do downsell. I didn't think we were going to. So extra videos there. So this is the downsell video. You can see downsell page. So let me come on here and say, that's fine. What's this countdown timer say? Let's give them not a fixed date and time, but based on landing on this page, let's give them 10 minutes to decide. And if they don't make a decision, we're going to take them to the thank you page on its own. All right. So we don't want them to not feel like it's ever done, so we'll let them see that. Let's change this text a little bit. I think downsell was $17 or $39. I think I can't remember at this point. Keep a notepad of all your numbers there, and I'll go to the button, and this is where it's going to be super fancy. First, let's change the text, and let's yes, join for $39 for life. Apply that. The link here, very important. We're going to pop a product checkout, and this is our downsell. So we're going to choose the funnel, choose the downsell, price point, and we'll use the default checkout page and apply it. And they've added this, necessarily so. You can click the preview and see what would happen. You see, you click the button. Well, we'll run through that. It's giving me a little message, but I think that's just because I have a live key and it doesn't want to pass real payment, which I'm appreciative of. You can also set up your test key and then run test transactions, but I'm feeling confident. So there we go. We'll publish these changes here. And I don't need to pull it up yet. So we've got the downsell page done. Let's go to our upsell page or special offer page. Before I do that, let me bounce over to the product section and let's see if I can set this over to test mode. All right, so now I'm in test mode. I should be able to view that more easily. Let me just hit this. Go to my downsell page. It might not work if I click here. But yeah, looks like it will. Okay, but because I don't have the transaction started, it's still sending me to this information. So we'll test that in just a moment. Back to the pages. Let's go to our special offer and edit it. Edit here. You guys are doing awesome. I know this is a masterpiece we're building. Let's go into the video and adjust that. Upsell video. We can do autoplay on load, which is super helpful. And then on the yes button, if they buy, we also want to do that purchase. We'll pop a product checkout. So we're selling the upsell here. the one-on-one coaching like that. Price point will be price point 1, and then default Kartra checkout page. Let's preview that and see if it will allow me to confirm. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're doing exactly what we should do. Okay. Let me just try the pop-out order form. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yeah. Should be fine. I think it just needs to be tested. All right, and then also, I think I missed this on the previous one. On the no, I'm not interested button, we will link this to the Downsell page. So we're going to link this to another page. We're going to choose another Kartra page, select Simple Funnel Academy, and the Downsell offer page. Alrighty, so we have that linked up. We've applied it. So we'll publish these changes, and we will run through a test before it's all said and done. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Hello.
And now you can see the autoplay working there as well, and the no button will take us to this page here. So we're almost done, guys. Come on back to the dashboard. And now on the checkout page, we're working our way forward. Let's edit the checkout page. And now I'm going to come over here to the checkout placeholder. And let's find the product. I'll come to the funnel, Simple Funnel Academy. Product is going to be our main product, which is just the title here. And then price point 1. You can do two-step checkout or traditional. We'll just keep it traditional right now. And here we go. It'll become active when we publish the page. So let's do that. Go to that page. And now I should be able to see making the purchase, putting in billing information, putting in payment information. We'll run that test once we're done with the sales page. And I think we're good. Now for our sales page here, let's edit it. Alrighty, so here we are on the sales page. And you got it. We're just going to come here to put the videos in and select it. Sales page video. You can also auto play but mute it on start. Some people might appreciate that. And any content you like to change, if you want to get rid of that menu item, might be a good idea. You can totally remove this section and have no header. Ton of options on how you can do that. What's important though, let's make sure the buy button goes to the right page. We'll link to another page, and we'll just choose another Kartra page for this funnel for checkout. All right. And we'll publish it live. Let's see what we got. So we've got the sales page. We've got everything going here. Check out all the content of the course. If I add it to my cart, it'll come here to the checkout page where I can complete my order. I will go ahead and I think we're in test mode. So let's see what happens if I fill this in. Okay, cool. So it does show only a test order, and I'm good with that. But you could put in your real credit card information. I would highly recommend you put it onto live mode before you actually drive traffic to it and spend real money to test it. But in this quick tutorial, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't really make a ton of sense. If you want to, you can add the bump offer workbook to your funnel, which I will. And it'll show you the total has now become $54. Perfect. Let me hit processing. And I'm having an error. I think I know what the error is for. If I come over here, my bump offer is still on live mode. That's probably giving me an error. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. All right, let's launch our sales page first. Go to it. Here it is. Loads very quickly. Nicely done. Add to cart. Here's the purchase. And I'll submit payment.
Hello.
And now I can go to the upsell page, which works great. If I say no, I can go to the downsell page, and I've got my downsell offer, and I can say yes, join for life. And the purchase is complete. So now, just to double check that everything is working as it should, I should have also received some emails. Let me pull up my emails for a second. Well, one thing that's always nice is you're going to get these emails all the time, which is great. That says, congratulations, you made a sale with all the details. So that's a nice little bonus there. And now I can see I have my login information email that has what I need here. So I'll copy my password. All right. And I will log in, put my information here, log in, boom. And now here I am inside of my course. And let's see if I can change my password, because y'all just saw my password. So I'm going to come here to my profile, and I can change my password just like that. And I can change it. And it's very intuitive, very, very nice. Okay, and I can click around, go into the course. Notice as well, I don't see the second lesson because it's dripped out. I would see that, I think, tomorrow when I go in there. So that is how it works. This is a comment. If I send that in, here we are. You can see it's waiting moderation. And from my dashboard, if I come back over to the dashboard here, I should start to see my sales have happened. People have gotten their stuff. And I would also expect to see an email by now that would have my access instructions for the Facebook group. Let's double check that. And I can see I have access to the Facebook community and my overall welcome message here. So I can click in here, boom. So just like that, we have set up a ton. We've set up an entire funnel, a membership area. We've set up a sales page, a checkout page, upsell page, downsell page, thank you page. We've set up 3 different email sequences, set up a calendar. We did it in about 2 hours. It was a long 2 hours. I'm a little tired, but you've done an amazing job. If you don't yet have Kartra, and this seems like a nice thing for your business to be able to sell your time, sell your information, sell your knowledge, go ahead, check out incomemesh.com/Kartra-bonus or Kartra bonus. I'll have it all redirect. And check out the bonuses you have here. If you like this training, there's even more, even better, inside the bonus area, and you get it as a thank you for signing up using the link on this page or for going to incomemesh.com/Kartra, which is our affiliate link. So hope that was helpful. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now and go have a little sandwich. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.